We are going to cover the fourth and final law of behavior change in today's Message for Monday, a useful message for teens in 4 minutes or less. Make your habits satisfying. That's the fourth and final law of behavior change as taught by James Clear in his awesome book, Atomic Habits. But the trick isn't just to make it satisfying, it's to make it immediately satisfying. Like you have to get a reward right after you do the habit. Because here's the thing, all good habits are satisfying eventually. Eating healthy food now will help us lose weight later. Doing our schoolwork now will help us get better grades at the end of the semester. Working hard and then saving our money will help us save up for a car in a few months. But none of those things are satisfying to do right now. Do you know what is satisfying to do now? Bad habits. Eating junk food, that's enjoyable right now. Playing video games instead of doing schoolwork, that's fun right now. Not working and spending what little money we have on new clothes, that's a blast right now. Actions that are rewarded get repeated, and unfortunately, our bad habits give us rewards immediately. But we can flip the script on this. Use the power of immediate gratification for good. Find ways to add a little bit of pleasure or reward to the good habits that you're trying to stick with. Now, this is a little different than temptation bundling, which we talked about 2 weeks ago. That makes the habit easier to do in the moment. But adding an immediate reward right after we do the habit, that will make it easier to repeat in the future. For example, whenever you don't spend money on something you don't need, right after that, move the exact same amount of money into a savings account labeled Dream Car. Seeing that balance get bigger and bigger is the immediate reward. Whenever you want to eat junk food but don't, immediately text a friend and organize a meetup somewhere outside and go do something fun. One way to add immediate gratification to completing a habit is to keep a habit tracker. Every time you do your schoolwork, mark a big red X on a calendar. Every time you work out, move a marble from a jar full of marbles to an empty jar of marbles and watch that empty jar fill up. Every time you knock on a door and ask a neighbor if you can mow their lawn for money, add a check mark to your notebook where you're keeping track of how many asks you make. Using a habit tracker is very satisfying. And don't let yourself get anxious about missing a day. Missing a day happens, but just make a promise to yourself to never miss twice. The last idea that James Clear mentions to make habits more satisfying is to get an accountability partner. Someone like your mom or dad, your brother or sister, your friend or cousin, or other Sidekick to Hero teens in our new social club starting this fall, and tell them the habit you're going to try to do. I'm going to run for 20 minutes. I'm going to write 1 page in my new book. I'm going to learn 1 new French word every day. And then check in with your accountability partner every day. Not only will that make doing your habit more satisfying, but it will make not doing it more unsatisfying, because now you have to tell them that you didn't do it, and that's no fun. Our bad habits are playing us for fools. They give us an immediate reward right now, but always end up taking us further away from our ultimate goals later. Don't be a fool one day longer. Your challenge this week is to make the habit that you're trying to do this summer more satisfying by adding an immediate reward to it right after you do it. We're going to show those bad habits who's boss. I hope you found that video helpful. You know, if you were in Sidekick to Hero, my gamified mindset training program for teens, you would have received experience points and coins for watching it. Plus have access to like a bunch of videos and courses to help you become the confident, goal-crushing hero the world so desperately needs right now. If that sounds like your kind of thing, go grab a parent and go over to sidekicktohero.com and start your free trial today. Or, just keep watching my videos here on YouTube and get 0 experience points and coins. It's up to you, really.